To be or not to be me. Your kids require you most of all to love them for who they are, not to spend your whole time trying to correct them. That is like so incredibly profound. It's my son and his wife at his wedding. That's another thing that my older brother shared with me. When Landon, my son, was about 6 or 7, he wasn't into sport. He was a lounge lizard, and I couldn't relate to it at all, and I would struggle with it, and I was trying to get him to play sport and do things that I did as a kid. And I called my brother up and said, I just can't relate to Landon. You know, I don't understand. Why doesn't this kid want to go play sport? And he said, because he's not you. He's him. He's Landon. Let him be Landon. Let Landon figure out who Landon is. And I thought, well, that's another good bit of advice. All right? And it changed me, honestly. I don't take a lot of wisdom in this brain to change. And I just changed. I thought, you're right. He's not me. He's him. I got to make him the best person he can be. I got to make Landon the best that Landon can be. So we started exploring all sorts of things. We did everything imaginable that a boy under the age of 8 can do to find something he might want to do. We tried everything. We ultimately settled on baseball, which I'll talk about later, which is what he wanted to do. It wasn't me, honest. Him. He wanted to do it. But that idea that they're not mini-me's. They're their own self. They have their own personality. They have their own gene pool within them. Yes, nature, nurture. You know, we nurture them a bit, but tell you, nature's really strong. Right? It plays a really significant role in the whole thing. So Landon's grown up to be a very self-assured, successful young man, doing really well, living overseas in London at the moment, doing the Aussie thing. I'm doing the American thing. Here 32 years. You know, it was funny, I was once sitting in the audit room of Arthur Young, and we had all these international exchanges, and I was here in Melbourne. I'd come from the Beverly Hills office, and this young graduate, was sitting there and looking at the international program and how he could go over to Spain or Canada or whatever, and he said, "Have you ever thought about doing an international secondment?" I said, "What do you think I'm doing?"